Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona at Thunderbird High School. My name is Sammy Califf reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Joining me alongside me is my broadcast colleague Sierra Ness, and we are now at the bottom of the second as that ball is popped up. And that was Andrew Cowell that popped it up to the infield.
Next up to bat is Alex Menza.
We're live now?
We're live, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's call it.
All right. And one out so far at the bottom of the second, as Thunderbird will have a chance to put some runs on the board, as there's strike one. And that was a ground ball up to the shortstop, and he's out at first. That was a designated hitter, Alexander Mesa, that grounded out to first. Now we have the starting catcher, Zachary Primikow, coming up to bat for Thunderbird, as we're 2 outs now. And the pitch from Carpenter is strike one. And now there's strike two there from Carpenter. And there's strike three called as Will Carpenter retires aside. And now we head to the top of the third.
I'm not getting any of his connections. Yes, what?
And ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of background heading into today's game. Thunderbird currently sits at 1-6 with a losing record at home. They are currently 0-5 here in Phoenix, Arizona. Can the Thunderbirds turn it around here with a win today? As Thunderbird is currently on a 3-game losing streak, recently losing to St. Mary's 4-0, Poston Butte 7-6, and their most recent loss against Apollo 13-1. Their last win came against Chino Valley 8-6 on February 24th. And like I said before, can Thunderbird find their way back to their winning ways here today? And as for Flagstaff currently sits at 6-1. They are 1-1 at home with a perfect record of 5-0 at away. And they're currently on a 6-game winning streak. Their last loss came against Apollo on February 22nd. And the most recent win was against Agua Fria, 14-3.
Hopefully Thunderbird can turn this around. You know, last year when we broadcast for them, they were 5-0, so hopefully we can bring them some good luck.
We were 5-0 last season when we called Thunderbird baseball. Can we keep the streak going here today? As we head to the top of the third, currently score is 0-0.
Pitching today, we have Chase Benson. I talked to Coach earlier before the game, and he said he's expecting a lot of things from him this game.
Chase Benson is a very young and very promising individual here in baseball, consistently throwing in the 80s. He's been pitching great the last couple of games, and he's currently looking at some schools over on the East Coast to continue his baseball career. As Brody Johnson comes up to bat for Flagstaff as we head to the top of the third. And there's a just outside for ball one. Benson throws, and there's a grounder over to the shortstop. And he juggles the ball a bit, but he still makes the play, and Johnson's out at first. Great play there by Thunderbird. And Thunderbird looks to be on a roll here. They want to retire the side.
No, I'm talking to Kobe.
Looks like Chase is doing great out there. We also heard that there are other starting pitchers out today, so hopefully Chase can hold up during this game. Looks like he has some promising arm, though.
Chase is certainly capable of pitching the entire game as he has retired the side consistently up until now. There's a dead ball there as Will Carpenter will walk to first. And now Flagstaff has a man on first. Benson now throws to first, and the ball gets away. But he would have been out by a mile at second if Thunderbird was able to make the play. Very risky play there by Thunderbird, as Carpenter was almost tried to steal second, but luckily for Thunderbird, he did not.
Yeah, what's up?
Now Benson,
Oh.
and now they tried again to make the play, but that didn't succeed.
Chase is keeping us on our toes out
You
there.
can go on the other side of the fence.
And now that's just outside for ball one.
Yeah. Like try to go where you're try to go on the other side of that gate where you're heading into.
Benson now keeping an eye on Carpenter at first,
Yes.
as he hesitates here, as Carpenter retreats back to first.
Wait until like
There's a throw, and that's up for ball two, as Thunderbird is keeping a real close eye here on Will Carpenter. And now head coach Michael Jacobs will head to the mound for a pitcher's meeting. Sierra, Thunderbirds currently sits at 1-6 with a losing record at home. How do you think they can turn this year around?
I think they've got some promising game. I talked to the coach earlier before the game started, and he said he's expecting a lot from them this game. And it's beautiful out today. It's in the high 70. It's 75 today. I know I talked to the Flagstaff coach, and he said that they've been having some problems, especially with the weather up there in Flagstaff. They've only been able to practice outside, he said, about 7 times. So hopefully that doesn't set them back as well.
It's a beautiful day for baseball for sure, as we're witnessing a great game here between Flagstaff and Thunderbird. So Thunderbird Titans versus the Flagstaff Eagles here, as Jake Carpenter steps up to bat for Flagstaff. Chase Benson on the... Chase Benson now, and almost out, as Benson is trying really hard here to get Carpenter out at first. Third time was almost the charm there. And now Carpenter goes for second, and he's caught in a pickle here. And now Thunderbird's going to do everything they can to stop him, but he's going to be safe at first. Very risky play there from Carpenter, as he tried to steal second, almost Ricky Henderson style, and he just wasn't successful there.
Hopefully he'll have time to turn that around. His brother's also playing today.
We've got quite a few brother duos on both teams here today.
It should be a fun game. I don't know if I could play with my sibling.
And now another throw to first. And it looked like Carpenter was going to try to steal second again, but he thought twice about it. As we have 3 balls, 0 strikes here with 1 out at the top of the third. And Carpenter is walked. Flagstaff has 2 men on now.
Both the Carpenters out there.
And now Benson will get ready for his next man. That is Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes leads this Flagstaff team in home runs with 2, hits with 14, and RBIs with 14. Batting average of 0.667, 2 home runs and 14 RBIs leading the team. And now the first pitch was a ball.
He's a good right there where you are.
As Benson now keeping an eye on Carpenter at second. And Carpenter is, well, that's Will Carpenter on second. Very antsy today. Looking to put Flagstaff on the board.
Yeah, they're both looking a little antsy. Looks like they share that in common.
And that's another ball there. Benson now really needs an out. That would make it 2 outs as we have another pitch, and that's going to be ball 3. Three balls, 0 strikes for Luke Hughes. As Chase Benson looks a little flustered out there. And that's going to be a strike. Benson desperately needed that strike as he looks to retire the batter.
Stay where you guys are.
And there's another walk for Luke Hughes as the bases are loaded for Flagstaff.
It's fun to see the brothers out there playing together. I don't know if I could play with my sibling. I think we'd butt heads too much, but it looks like the pair does well out there together. What do you think, Sammy? Could you play with your siblings? Do you have any siblings?
Well, I have quite a few, and I don't know if I can play with them either, considering we're all very competitive. Just like Flagstaff here, as the bases are loaded. And there's a grounder up to the shortstop, and he fumbles the ball as Flagstaff is going to score 1. And Flagstaff gets on the board. It is now 1-0, and the bases are still loaded. Hornberg messed up the throw, leading to Flagstaff to put a point on the board. As Callender steps up for Flagstaff, that'll be ball 1. And Callender hits a foul ball, and that's going to be for strike 1. And now Benson's in a real deep pickle here. Can he get out of this jam? All Thunderbird needs is a double play here. As Callender hits another foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes now for Callender. Benson desperately needs a strikeout. And Callender hits a pop-up to the shallow infield. And he's going to be safe at first, as that's going to be 2 outs now for Thunderbird. That was a play Thunderbird really needed, as they now have 2 outs, looking to prevent more runs from being scored by Flagstaff. And that's going to be hit pretty well to right field. And that's going to be drop in front of the right fielder, as Flagstaff will score 2 to make it 3-0. 3-0 Flagstaff at the top of the third. A disastrous start for Thunderbird.
Hopefully they can turn this around, though.
As Thunderbird finds themselves in a real jam here, as Sam Jones is up to bat for Flagstaff.
Sam Jones is a senior on the team, and it seems like he has some pretty promising game.
And now Sam Jones now in the second is trying to be. And now Thunderbird looking to get that final out here as he's trying to score home, and he is out at the plate. Thunderbird with a tremendous play there. A huge error from the guy on first as we head to the bottom of the third. Ladies and gentlemen, we will head to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us as we head to the bottom of the third.
This is Ella Walter-Sanchez from Arcadia High School reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. With baseball season starting up at all levels, I wanted to highlight a training center that offers affordable lessons for both baseball and softball nationwide and in the Valley. There are 4 locations around the Valley and 150 nationwide. Today, I'm here specifically at the Scottsdale location located on Talking Stick and Pima Road.
Facility, we have a few different options. Open to the public. We also offer memberships that definitely save some money for you guys. To the public, we're looking at machine. So whenever you walk in, we have automatic pitching machines. We also have private cages that you can reserve in increments of 30, 60 minutes, bucket of balls, tee, L screen. You can take batting practice in there, those sort of things. And then as far as lessons and instruction, we have a handful of baseball and softball instructors, do everything from infield, outfield, hitting, catching, basically anything you're looking to work on.
Kayla for the Varsity Sports Show alongside me is my colleague Sierra Ness, and we are now at the bottom of the third as Thunderbird looks to rally here as it is now 3-0 Flagstaff. Flagstaff had a huge third inning, scoring 3 runs. And that's going to be a strike there. 2 strikes now for Coates, and that's going to be strike 3. 1 out for Thunderbird as Flagstaff is on a roll here. And that's going to be ball 1. As a second baseman, Coates, or excuse me, Gauthier is up to bat. And the pitch now is for strike 1. Strike 2. Excuse me. And that's going to be strike 3. 2 down.
Coach Marcias is also expecting a lot of things from Will Carpenter, the starting pitcher for Flagstaff. Let's see what he has to do in this inning.
Caden Latopoulos is up to bat now as Thunderbird has 2 outs. And that's hit pretty well in the center field. And he's going all the way back there as he catches it to retire the side. Still 3-0 Flagstaff as we head to the top of the 4th. Ladies and gentlemen, in case if you missed it, let's take you for some background information for today's game. Thunderbird currently sits at 1-6, 0-5 at home, 1-1 away, and a 3-game losing streak. Recently losing to St. Mary's 4-0, Poston Butte 7-6, and Apollo 13-11. Their last win came against Chino Valley 8-6 on February 24th. Noah Anderson leads in batting average with 0.44, on-base percentage with 0.524, home runs with 2, 6 runs, 8 hits, and 6 RBIs. As we head to the top of the 4th now, Flagstaff looking to continue their dominance.
Right now, you got a good shot. Just stay there. Wrong one. Perfect timing too.
hoping for a great game today. And spring training's in the Valley as well. Sammy, have you been to any spring training games?
No, but I am going to see the Chicago Cubs and the Texas Rangers in Surprise on Sunday, which should be very fun.
That'll be really fun. I'm not too much of a baseball fan, but my dad's a big Boston Red Sox fan. He'd be so excited to commentate.
Well, I'm sure he's been very disappointed with the Red Sox offseason so far as we head to the top of the fourth with Sam Jones up to bat for Flagstaff. Jones hits it up the middle, and there's a base hit. That's a base hit into left field as Sam Jones gets on base for Flagstaff. And now Noah Anderson is up for Flagstaff. Or Chad Campbell, excuse me. And now he tried to steal second there, but he's safe at first. Chad Campbell is up to bat for Flagstaff now as Flagstaff is a man on first, looking to continue their rally.
Umpire meeting. On one, Kobe, zoom in on the umpires.
Looks like they're having a quick umpire meeting.
All right. Ready to? On two.
Now, a little bit of background information heading in today's game for Flagstaff. Flagstaff currently sits at 6-1, 1-1 at home, with a perfect away record of 5-0 and a 6-game winning streak. Their last loss came against Apollo on February 22nd, with their most recent win being against Agua Fria, 14-3. Will Carpenter leads in batting average with 0.667, on base percentage with 0.769, 11 runs as well. And
That was an out. It looks like
Yep.
the umpires are calling.
yeah, that was an out at first, as Sam Jones will return to the dugout for Flagstaff, as Chad Campbell will come up to bat for Flagstaff now, looking to correct that mistake. Campbell hits it well up to the third baseman, and he's going to get on base as he rallies to second. Oh, he's going to stay at first now. Very risky play there, trying to go for second, as Campbell is down at first.
Oh no.
And a little bit more background information for this Flagstaff team. Silas Richmond leads in stolen bases with 10 this season, as Luke Hughes leads in home runs with 2, 14 hits, and 14 RBIs. A pretty promising team for Flagstaff here today, as they look to continue their dominance.
Flagstaff is dominating this season, doing 6-1.
Actually, no,
Let's see what they do this game.
Switch around.
Score is still 3-0 here at the top of the fourth.
Sun's going down and it's getting a little chilly. I might have to get my jacket out, but looks like the Flagstaff team is ready for it with the cold weather they've been having up there.
On two.
Only 7 days practicing outside, so
And on the
they're used to it.
zoom in.
And Campbell is ready to go, as Connor Smith will be up to bat for Flagstaff off the bench.
Hey, John.
Can Connor Smith make a big impression here? And he's going to be safe at first. Benson now a little paranoid about first baseman trying to steal second.
He kind of liked shooting it to first.
And he's
Okay.
going to try again as he is safe again. Campbell trying to catch Benson off guard. As Smith looks to get a quick hit. And now Campbell tries to steal second. And he is safe. Thunderbird could not come up with the ball there. As Flagstaff looks to put more runs on the board.
Zoom in a little closer, Kobe.
There's a pitch from Benson, and that's way up high for ball one.
You can go a little more. Like, put the pitcher on the right side.
1-1 now for Smith.
Or, sorry, put the pitcher on the left side. That's my bad. My bad. Yes, ma'am.
And that's going to be ball two there.
Two of them together.
As he was trying to steal third, but ended up going back to second. And Benson throws a pitch now for ball three. Good eye from Smith there. As Flagstaff looks to put more men on base. Smith steps at foul, as it'll be a full count, 3-2.
On two.
3 balls, 2 strikes now for Connor Smith. And that's got to be strike 3 called. Benson strikes out Smith, as it'll be 2 outs now. Still 3-0 Flagstaff. Will Carpenter is up to bat again for Flagstaff as he looks to drive Campbell in to home. And that's going to be ball one. Benson throws. And that'll be strike 1. Benson keeping an eye on Campbell as he hits the bunt, and that'll be foul. One ball, 2 strikes now. Benson has a huge opportunity to close out the side and get Thunderbird back at the plate. Benson now in this crucial moment. And that's going to be ball 2.
Benson.
And that's hit pretty well. Up, and it's popped up, and no. He dropped the ball as Carpenter's going to be safe at first. And now Flagstaff has 2 men on here at the top of the 4th with 2 outs. Thunderbird could not make the play there as Flagstaff is sending in a pinch runner for Will Carpenter. That is number 12, Canyon Kirkman, who will be running for Carpenter. Benson now with another opportunity to get out of this jam as he tips it foul. Jake Carpenter up to bat for Flagstaff as he looks to drive in these runs.
See what he can do. It looks like his batting average is .2227. Let's see what he's got.
And that's way up high for ball one. You see Benson now getting a little flustered at his current situation. Hopefully he can get out of this one. That's got to be down low for ball two. Flagstaff with 2 men on. As that's hit pretty well in the center field, but it's going to be caught as Thunderbird prevents any more runs from being scored as we go to the bottom of the fourth now. Still 3-0 Flagstaff as we head to the bottom of the fourth.
Let's see if Thunderbird can pick up their game here in this next inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will take you to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere as we head to the bottom of the fourth.
Hey everybody, I'm David Lopez out of the University of Florida reporting for the Varsity Sports Show, and I can't wait to tell you guys about a star wideout who's made the move from Arizona to national powerhouse IMG. Raiden Vines-Bright, a 4-star receiver who spent his first 3 seasons at Corona del Sol, recently packed his bags and made the trip out to Bradenton, Florida to sign for one of the nation's best football schools. IMG Academy, the 4th-ranked team nationally according to Max Preps, is known for its state-of-the-art facilities and success in breeding top-level college and professional football players. After his team went 3-8 this season and missed the playoffs, with Vines-Bright contributing 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns in his junior season, Raiden decided it was time for a change of scenery after 3 seasons at Corona without a playoff win.
I have a friend that's from Arizona that plays for IMG, and so the coach found out about me and told him to text me. It was really just a must. There's just so many benefits to moving out here.
Already recruited by major schools across the country, Vines-Bright won't need to boost his stock much by attending IMG. However, it will prepare him for the top-level competition awaiting for him in college.
Development-wise, I kind of made the move to get.
Welcome back to Thunderbird High School in Phoenix, Arizona, as that has popped up to the infield. And the second baseman will catch it for the first out. What a way to come back to the broadcast as Flagstaff looks to continue their winning ways here today. Sammy Califf with the Varsity Sports Show alongside my colleague Sierra Ness as we get ready for more baseball action here. As Chase Benson will come to bat for Thunderbird. And that'll be strike one.
Chase has been playing this whole game, and he doesn't even seem to get tired.
And that's going to be strike two called. 0-2 the count now for Chase Benson. And that's tipped foul. And now Carpenter. And now Benson hit it pretty well up to left center field. And that's going to be caught there as he lost his hat while making the play. Almost like a Willie Mays catch there from the center fielder. Two down now for Flagstaff. As Thunderbird looks to put some quick runs on the board. As Carpenter hesitates for a moment. Now the pitch is foul. Chad Campbell comes back to bat for Thunderbird, as Thunderbird really needs to get the momentum going here. We're already at the bottom of the fourth now, almost halfway through the game. Or excuse me, that was Noah Anderson. That's Noah Anderson that's up to bat for Thunderbird, excuse me there. Anderson now looking to make something happen for Thunderbird here. And he hits it well up to the shortstop. And the play's going to be made there as he was almost safe. And Flagstaff retires a side as we head to the top of the fifth. 3-0 Flagstaff. Lots of brother duos on both teams here. I mean, it's unbelievable how that so many twins are on both teams.
I know, it's crazy. Again, I couldn't play with my siblings. I mean, I have 2 older brothers, so they never really wanted to. I was in dance. They never wanted to do dance with me either. That'd be kind of funny, but it seems like the brother duos are playing well out there today.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you hear the song from the Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter, Flagstaff looks to keep on rolling here as we head to the top of the fifth.
Flagstaff is playing great out there considering that they've only practiced a few times outside. It's unbelievable what this team can do with only a few practices like that. I can't imagine practicing or preparing for this indoors.
Definitely a great team here. Luke Hughes comes up to bat for Flagstaff. Benson now with the pitch. And Hughes will take ball 1. Hughes now leading the team in RBIs. Looks to drive in more runs for Flagstaff here at the top of the fifth. Two 2-0 the count now, as he will take strike 1.
Looks like his batting average is about .667. Let's see what he can do.
And Hughes will take strike 2 now. 2-2 the count now. Benson can strike him out right here. And he is hit. He is hit by the pitch, and Hughes will take it to first. As he got him in the elbow there.
I can't imagine what a throw in the 80s hit to the elbow would do.
I used to play baseball myself, and I experienced that many times. It really hurts. Can't imagine how Hughes is feeling.
Yeah, that's your funny bone. Ouch. I can't imagine that.
You ever hit your elbow on a table or something and your entire nervous system goes shut?
Yep.
That's what it feels like. As Benson the pitch now, and a bunt attempt is fouled. And that ball's going to sit up there for the rest of eternity, as no one will attempt to get it down.
Straight into the tree.
Perhaps if it's windy enough, the ball can find its way down. As Noah Huffman is up to bat for Flagstaff, and that's fouled again.
Almost another one straight into the tree.
0-2 the count now with nobody out. The man on first for Flagstaff. As Chase Benson, the promising starting pitcher, looks to retire the side. As he throws to first, and he is safe.
Another throw to first. He's keeping us on our toes out there.
Chase Benson is doing everything he can to prevent Flagstaff from scoring more runs here. And I don't blame him, because in this particular situation, you don't want Thunderbird to give up more runs. And the pitch now is a wild pitch, and he's going to go to second. Luke Hughes will steal second after that wild pitch from Chase Benson, as Noah Huffman will stay up to bat for Flagstaff.
Looks like Noah's got a batting average of .176.
And another wild pitch there from Benson, and Hughes will go to third. And in scoring position for Flagstaff, he can make it 4-0 if Benson throws another pitch like that.
Let's see what he can do out there.
Huffman now with a 2-2 count with nobody out. And that's going to be ball 3. Full count now, 3-2 for Noah Huffman. Hughes on third in scoring position for Flagstaff. Benson on the mound. And that's hit pretty well in the left field. And that's going to be caught there. And that'll be a sacrifice fly, making it 4-0 Eagles here at the top of the 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the Rolling Stones song, Gimme Shelter. Looks like Thunderbird's going to have to find shelter if they can't get out of this jam here.
Maybe they can take shelter under that tree with the stray ball. It doesn't look like that's coming down.
And now Benson now looking to get out of this jam with 1 out. As Callender is up to bat for Flagstaff. And now that's hit pretty well in the left field, and that'll be caught. 2 down.
Fantastic hit by Cullen. Looks like his batting average is .333. Up next.
Connor Inigas, Connor will be up to bat now for Flagstaff. Inigas now hits it foul. And that'll be ball 1.
Looks like Connor's batting average is .294. Let's see what he's got.
And that's hit pretty well to the third baseman. And that'll almost 3 outs there as he overthrew him right into the Flagstaff dugout. As Inigas will be safe at first. No, he will actually go to second here. As he is in scoring position yet again for Flagstaff. Sam Jones up to bat again for Flagstaff. As Benson is now really feeling the pressure here. And now he throws it to second, and he's out. Benson caught him lacking. And now Thunderbird will head to the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Flagstaff. Ladies and gentlemen, we will head to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere as we will head to the bottom of the 5th.
I'm CRNS with the Varsity Sports Show. I'm here today with Coach Macias. Coach, who is your starting pitcher today, and what are you expecting from him?
Will Carpenter is our starting pitcher today, and I expect a lot of him. He's our number one go-to. Throws the ball pretty well, has good movement, good curveball. He goes out and gets the job done.
And then how has the team been playing, and what are you expecting from them today?
They've been playing really well. We've been going through some challenges with the weather up in Flagstaff. We've been outside like maybe 7 times so far. Coming down here to some tournaments and getting some games in has been really important. I expect a lot of the team. They've worked really hard. We get a lot of swings in the dome, and we have an inside hitting facility, and so we try to get a lot done in there.
All right, thank you so much. I'm Sierra Ness with the Varsity Sports Show. All right, I'm Sierra Ness with the Varsity Sports Show. I'm here today with Coach Jacobs. Coach, who is your starting pitcher today, and what are you expecting from them?
Oh, man, we have Chase Benson on the mound, our considerable, probably #1. He had a good outing last week.
Back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. I am Sammy Kalof alongside Sierra Ness, as there's the bunt, as Flagstaff won't be able to make the play, as he is safe at first. Cowell immediately gets Thunderbird on base as they look to rally, as it is still 4-0 Flagstaff here in the bottom of the fifth.
Looks like up to bat next is Alex Mesa. He's got
The designated hitter, Mesa, will try and drive in this run. Thunderbird desperately needs to score here if they want to stay in this game. As he tried the bunt, and Cowell now in a bit of a pickle here as the catcher runs up, and now he's going to be running back to first now, and he's going to be running for... And he's safe. He's safe at first.
What a play.
No, he's out. He's out. Excuse me, he's out. Cowell tried to steal second, but it didn't work well for him in the end.
Flagstaff's keeping us on our toes, too. Let's see what they can do.
As Mesa will stay at the plate for Thunderbird, as we already have one out. We're in the bottom of the fifth. And that's going to be ball 2. 2-1 the count now for Mesa. And that'll be ball 3. And the pitch now is strike 2. Full count now, 3-2 for Alexander Mesa, the designated hitter. Carpenter throws, and that's going to be fouled. Carpenter's going to try and throw a Dusty Mesa there as he looks to strike him out. And that'll be over the head as Mesa will be walked. Thunderbird has a man on first again, as apparently Thunderbird will be making a change here, as Dylan Campbell will be the pinch hitter for Mesa. As Flagstaff will have a pitcher's meeting with Carpenter.
I wonder what the coach has to say for the pitcher or the catcher running up the bases. Here we go.
And now as the players head back to the infield and the outfield, Carpenter looks to keep the momentum going for Flagstaff. Premicow is up to bat now for Thunderbird with a man on first.
Looks like he has a batting average of .176. See if he'll have a chance.
Premacow now staring down Carpenter as he waits the pitch. And that's going to be ball one. And there's a pitch, and that's going to be ball two, as he almost swung at that one. 2-0 the count with one out. Man on first for Thunderbird, and that'll be ball three.
Looks like Will Carpenter's got a wicked curveball. His coach was talking about that earlier before the game.
Carpenter throws a pitch, and that'll be ball four. As Premacow is walked to first. As Campbell will head to second for Thunderbird. And now Thunderbird making a quick substitution here. As Jaden Kurchek will come in for
Austin Coates up to bat.
Austin Coates looks to drive in these runs as he's almost hit there by the pitch, making it a 1-0 count. And that'll be ball two, as it was a really nasty pitch there by Carpenter. Carpenter throws a pitch, and that's inside for ball three. Will this be two straight walks for Carpenter? That would load the bases for Thunderbird. No, that's actually strike one, as the count is now 2-1. And that'll be 3-2, or 2-2 now. Can Austin Coates get on base for Thunderbird? And he heads it pretty well to center field. And that ball's going to be caught there by the right fielder as he retreats to first, making it 2 outs for Flagstaff. A very crucial play there for both Thunderbird and Flagstaff, but Flagstaff was able to get the upper hand there. As Adam Guthier will come back to the plate. And that's hit foul behind home plate. Gothier eagerly awaits the pitch. And that'll be strike one. Or actually strike two. 0-2 count, 2 out, 2 men on for Thunderbird. As Carpenter looks to close out this inning. Strike three called and in the dirt. As Carpenter gets Flagstaff out of the jam as we head to the top of the 6th. Folks, we will cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere as we are live here in Thunderbird High School for the Varsity Sports Show.
All right, I'm Sierra Ness with the Varsity Sports Show. I'm here today with Coach Jacobs. Coach, who is your starting pitcher today, and what are you expecting from them?
Oh man, we have Chase Benson on the mound, our considerable, probably number one. He had a good outing last week against Poston Butte, so looking to follow that up with his second start, and just really throwing strikes, pounding the zone, and letting these guys put balls in play. So that's what we're looking forward to.
And then, how has the team been playing lately, and what are you looking for them to do at today's game?
Play hard. It's been a struggle the last 7 or so games, but been getting better and looking to just play consistently. Pitch and play defense. If we can do those things consistently, then hopefully the wins and things will start coming.
All right, thank you so much. I'm Sierra Ness.
Make every day game day and never miss a moment from your favorite team with the AZ Preps 365 Live High School Sports app. The official app for all Arizona high school sports teams gives fans instant access to up-to-the-minute scores, news, highlights, and much more. Customize the app to fit your needs, whether you're a student, coach, parent, or player. Download it now for free. Available in both the Google Play Store and Apple App Store.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back to Thunderbird High School and here in Phoenix, Arizona. I am Sammy Kaloff alongside Sierra Ness as we get ready for the top of the sixth here as that pitch is thrown over the head of number 15, Sam Jones, as he is up to bat for Flagstaff yet again. 4-0 Flagstaff at the top of the sixth, and that is tipped foul.
Looks like Sam Jones has a pitching average of .235.
Benson now tries to retire the side, and that's got to be a strike. Or actually, no. He got hit by the pitch, and Sam Jones will run the first, as Flagstaff already has a man on.
Another one of those 80 throws straight to the elbow.
That sure hurts a lot. As Chad Campbell now will bat for Flagstaff as they look to put up more runs. And a bunt now hits the umpire.
These 80 throws are hitting everybody.
Hopefully we're not next. And now Benson throws it, and he's safe at first. Always checking to make sure that they're not too far from the plate so he can throw them out. And there's the bunt again, as that's got to be foul. And he's going to go to third, and he's going to be out at third. Great awareness there by Thunderbird, as one is out. And wait a minute, they are questioning the call here, so we'll see if he's out or not. It all started from the pitch, and nope, he is out. He is out at third. And now Chad Campbell will remain at the plate for Flagstaff as it is now an 0-2 count. Benson can make it 2 outs right here. And the pitch now is hit up to third baseman. And they're going to throw him out at first. 2 down. Great hustle there by Campbell, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Now Connor Smith is up to bat for Flagstaff as Benson throws, and that'll be just outside for ball one. Benson throws, and that'll be strike one in the dirt there. And that'll be strike two there. One ball, two strikes now for Connor Smith as Benson looks to close out the inning. Hit it pretty well over to Benson, and Benson grabs it with ease, and that will retire the side. We head to the bottom of the sixth now as Thunderbird looks to keep the momentum up after that great defensive inning.
Thunderbird's looking pretty happy with that play. Let's see what happens in the next one.
You hear the song Journey playing in the background, and this has been quite a journey for both teams here today.
Lots of 80s music's been playing today. My mom would be so happy.
One of the greatest periods in music history, and it's a shame that songs aren't like that anymore.
Very true. Let's see if it can bring some good luck for Thunderbird. Tune into our radio show Saturdays from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. Local on KDUS AM 1060, nationally on Sports Snap Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that Flagstaff has a new pitcher in the game. That is number 16, Connor Iniguez, as he will replace Will Carpenter. And now Thunderbird here in the bottom of the sixth are looking to tie this game up. 4-0 Flagstaff here in the bottom of the sixth as we get things underway here.
It's like up to bat next, number 5. Lefty.
That is number 5, Caden Litopoulos, as he swings for strike one. And there's the pitch now, and Ned's hit pretty well, but that'll be foul. And there's a pitch now, and that'll be strike two. Or a strikeout, excuse me. Matthew Hornberg now coming up to bat for Thunderbird as we have one out here on the bottom of the sixth. And he tries the bunt there. And Connor can't seem to recover the ball as he will be safe at first. A great play there by Hornberg. And he is able to get Thunderbird on base.
He really caught him by surprise there. I think Thunderbird's going to make a comeback in this inning. What do you think?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see here. If they keep making tremendous plays like that, who knows how far they will go. As that's hit pretty well, but that will be foul. Yeah, that will be foul. as it went right towards our cameraman, Kobe Bronstein.
Looks like he stepped out of the way, but he didn't take the camera with him.
Well,
Our tech director would be not pleased with that.
thankfully, Kobe is okay there as we got underway with our second pitch. And that'll be strike 2. 0-2 the count now with 1 out and a man on first for Thunderbird. As they try to catch him off guard at first, but he will be safe. As Benson looks to try and make something happen for Thunderbird. The pitch now is just outside for ball 1. Connor now looking a little flustered, and the situation here is here's the pitch, and that is fouled. Connor now staring down Benson, and now that's got to be fouled again. A very long at bat for Chase Benson here. Something you don't see every day in baseball. One and two the count now with 1 out and a man on first. As Benson will go down swinging for the second out.
Noah Anderson stepping up to bat.
Noah Anderson leads the team in batting average with 0.44, on base percentage with 0.524, 2 home runs, 6 runs, 8 hits, and 6 RBIs this season for this Thunderbird team. As he will take ball 1. Thunderbird is a man on first, and Connor is keeping a close eye on him. And that's hit very well, but that'll be popped up in the center field. And Flagstaff gets out of this jam. Folks, we will take it to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, as it is still 4-0 Flagstaff as we head to the top of the 7th.
Hello, my name is Nash Dare with the Varsity Sports Show, and thank you for being here with us at Varsity tonight. This week, I had the pleasure of being able to check out the Waste Management Open in Scottsdale, Arizona. Through the power of Arizona State University, I was able to get a media credential. I got some access to some secluded areas, including being able to be on the grass at the famous stadium hole at hole 16, and stay tuned to the end to check it out. The day first started by parking in a hectic parking lot. We got to TPC Scottsdale right at the crack of dawn to be able to catch all the big players starting their practice rounds. We then walked from the parking lot in a busy blocked off street through security to enter the beautiful course. When you walk in, you go under a big bridge and walk straight to the 18th hole. It's an amazing sight seeing the pristine green surrounded by seats and booths usually filled with people having an amazing time. After taking some time here, we walked straight to where we needed to be, which was in the media room, which is connected to the clubhouse where all the players park and eat before their rounds. When we walked down, we were also able to catch the end of an interview with golf pro Bud Colley. Although I could have remained here for hours, we had some bigger and better things to see. First on that list was seeing the current #1 ranked player in the world, Scottie Scheffler, walk right next to us. But that wasn't even the coolest thing we had seen. Our media credentials were able to land us ground pass levels into hole 16. We went through the players' tunnel and were able to see one of the most famous holes in golf. It was an amazing experience, but even walking through there after we were 5 feet away from...
Welcome back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. I am Sammy Kaloff alongside Sierra Ness with the Varsity Sports Show, and we are now at the top of the 7th inning now with Flagstaff coming up to bat yet again as they look to get some insurance runs in as Thunderbird looks to prevent that from happening.
All right. Looks like Chase Benson took a break from pitching. For Flagstaff, we have Will Carpenter up to bat.
And here's the pitch, and Carpenter will swing at that for strike one. Matthew Hornberg is now pitching for Chase Benson as we are approaching the 7th inning stretch here as he will take ball one. Hornberg now staring down Carpenter. And that'll be tipped foul. Almost came right towards us. And now here's the pitch. And that'll be just outside for ball two. 2-2 count with nobody out. Nobody on for Flagstaff as Carpenter looks to bring in some insurance runs.
He's a lefty as well.
Lots of lefty hitters here today as that will be ball three.
I almost thought that one hit him in the knee, but it didn't.
Full count now, 3-2. Matthew Hornberg in to pitch for Chase Benson as he looks to close this game out. Full count, 3-2, and that's hit foul. Almost.
Camera again.
Colby almost got hit by the ball again, but thankfully he's okay this time. Still full count, 3-2 with nobody out.
I almost think Colby should have a helmet next time.
Great suggestion there as that'll be ball four as Carpenter will walk to first. And now Jake Carpenter will come up to bat.
Will's brother. Let's see what he's got.
And here's the pitch, and that'll be a bunt if Thunderbird can make the play here, and they won't, and that will hit him in the backside as the other Carpenter twin heads to third. His brother will be safe at first. Flagstaff now in scoring position, looking to extend this lead. As Luke Hughes will now step up to bat for Flagstaff again.
It looks like they're twins, but I actually think Jake Carpenter is 2 years older than Will.
Hughes now looking to bring in some runs for Flagstaff. As it looked like he was trying to steal home there, but thought twice about it. And now Hornberg, I don't know what he was trying to do there, but everybody's safe. You saw that little dance he did. It's something you would see on Disney on Ice.
Sure does.
As Hughes now remains focused. And that'll be a ball. Two-0 count for Hughes with nobody out and 2 men on second and third. As the Carpenter brothers look to head to the home plate. Hornberg throws a pitch, and that he gets hit by the pitch. And Hughes will head to first, and that will load the bases.
Straight to the back.
The bases are loaded for the Eagles here, and there's nobody out. Can Hornberg get Thunderbird out of this jam? Noah Huffman now. Horman hits it, and that's up in the air, up to right field, or to the infield, sorry, to the second baseman, as Thunderbird gets their first out of the inning. Colin Calendera now takes strike one. Colin Calendar now looks to bring in the runs, and he hits it foul again. Almost right towards us.
Good thing there's a fence in front of us.
Perfectly safe back here as we can clearly see the action. And there's a pitch and almost hit him. 1-2 count with one out and the bases loaded. Hornberg throws a pitch, and that's a wild pitch. And Carpenter's not going to try and steal home. And that was probably a smart decision there, as he probably would have been out by a mile. Hornberg now throws, and that's hit up to the third baseman. And Thunderbird almost attempted the double play, and Carpenter will score for Flagstaff, making it 5-0 at the top of the seventh. However, Thunderbird was able to turn one, as we have two people out now. There's a pitch now. Connor's up to bat now. Hornberg throws again, and that'll be a ball. One count now for Hornberg. Two out with a man on third and first. Two men on. There's a pitch. Connor hits it well up the middle, up to the second baseman, and that's going to get Thunderbird out of this inning. Flagstaff scores one at the top of the seventh, as it is now 5-0 Flagstaff as we head to the bottom of the seventh.
Let's see if they can turn this around just a little bit.
Folks, we will cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us on the Varsity Sports Show as we head to the bottom of the seventh.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Now get the 2023 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy among gas engines.
You see us every day with our ads about car wrecks. But Lerner & Rowe is much more than just a law firm. We believe in being part of the fabric of the communities where we practice around the country. We are not just a business. We are your neighbors, here to serve and share our love of our community. Lerner & Rowe Gives Back provides food and support for families and community organizations throughout the year. Our hope is that we can encourage other businesses to do the same, so we can build a stronger community together. Lerner & Rowe, more than just a law firm.
Welcome back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm Sammy Kaloff alongside Sierra Ness as we head to the bottom of the 7th now as Thunderbird looks to put some quick runs up on the board. And now we will have Cowell up to bat for Thunderbird.
It's getting a little chilly out. I had to break out my sweater.
You still have the Minnesota in you, apparently. And now Cowell heads pretty well up to first, and he's going to be out. Bottom of the 7th now, it is now 5-0 Flagstaff as they look to close this game out.
Yeah, I guess I don't have much Minnesota in me. It's probably about like 20 degrees up there. Oh, this would be midsummer for them.
I'm also from the Midwest, so I can attest to that. And now Alexander Meza, the designated hitter, is up to bat once again for Thunderbird. As Thunderbird looks to try and make something happen here. And that's foul. Thankfully, we have protected netting here. Otherwise, that ball would be in the street. Connor now staring down Meza. And that's going to be strike 1. Strike 2, excuse me, as it is now an 0-2 count with 1 out. Mesa tips it foul again. And now the 0-2 count as that will be a ball.
I really like Connor's pink glove. I almost thought it was for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but that's in October. It's not now.
Definitely an interesting color choice there for Connor as he looks to strike out Mesa, but Mesa hits it pretty well in the left field, but that will be popped up and caught by the left fielder. 2 down. Zachary Premakow will come up to bat now.
Number 12 looks like he has a batting average of about .176.
Premakow takes a strike. And he will take strike 2. Premakow with an 0-2 count with 2 down. Connor looks to close out this inning. And just outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now for Connor. Hits it pretty well, and that will be a base hit up in the left field as he's going to round first and head to the second plate. And that'll be a double. A double for Zachary Premakow as Thunderbird still has some fight left in them in this game. Pitcher and catcher's meeting now for Flagstaff. And that was a quick one as
Austin Coates.
Austin Coates will come up to bat now for Thunderbird as he looks to drive in a run and finally put Thunderbird on the board. And he will take strike one. And he takes strike two. 0-2 count with 2 out with a man on second. And that'll be ball one as he rounds third, and he will be safe as he is now in scoring position for Thunderbird. One and two count now. And that'll be ball two. Two count. Got him looking. And Flagstaff gets out of this inning as they still lead 5-0 heading to the top of the 8th.
Let's see what Thunderbird can pull around in this next inning. Seems like their spirits are still high, though.
Or on second thought, the game is over as Flagstaff wins 5-0 after 7 innings of play. And Flagstaff will improve to 7-1 and keeping their perfect away record intact as they move up to 6-1 or 6-0 as they extend their winning streak to 7 games. Folks, thank you for tuning into this live edition of the Varsity Sports Show. I am Sammy Kaloff alongside Sierra Ness saying good night, everybody.